And we are live. Oh my gosh, we're working on a really fun project. This is my first time attempting, how do you say it? Millinery? Millinery? We're making a hat. And this is what I'm starting with. This is a hat I picked up at Goodwill. It was $3.50. Bargain. Now, it's telling me that this is made of wool. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but whatever the case is, what I'd like to do to this hat is take off the red brim, and I want to add some black mesh veil. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. All right. So I kind of got started with that. Basically, I'm going to flip you all around. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. This is what we're looking at. This is the hat. And this is nothing fancy, but what you can hopefully see here is this is how we're sewn on. This is attaching the hat brim to the body of the hat. And I started doing a little seam ripping. Now we've also up here got this hat band sort of deal that's attached. So I think if I'm just going to keep seam ripping this off, we should be in business with a really cute little black felt type of pillbox number. So let's see if we can do some seam ripping. And let's see what we end up with, gang. Oh my gosh, have any of you made a hat before? I have. I have made the really amazing, it's called the Scout Garrison hat, and the pattern is by Gertie. It's a free pattern, actually, online, and there's a video on how to make the hat. It's really adorable. And I made it, and I wore it to a wedding, and I got so many compliments on the fact that I was wearing, like, a hat, first of all, and second of all, a hat that, like, was the same fabric as my dress. Like, it was custom number. It was just stunning, absolutely stunning. And yeah, so now I've pretty much decided since then that anytime I go to a formal event, I'm gonna be wearing a fancy hat. Now, what type of events would this type of a hat be appropriate for? A black pillbox with a black veil. The first thing that might come to mind would be a funeral, celebration of life ceremony, that sort of thing. Well, I think it would be great for that. I also think it could look really nice anywhere. Anywhere you go that you wear a little black dress, I think that a pillbox hat with a black veil would be like the thing to just put you over the top as far as your accessories go, as far as like people taking a peek at what you're wearing. Yes, 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 yes. Now, I have to be honest, I love this hat with the red felt brim as well. And it kind of hurts me to be removing it here, but, you know, if I want, I could freaking sew it back on. I could make hats that could have, like, detachable veils or, like, detachable brims. If anybody can remind me of the word, I think it's actually in the title of the video. Millinery? Millinery? Is this what we're looking at? People who make hats, there's a special word for it. Let's see. Hello, P-Stuff7, and hello, Alginus Gomez. So happy you're here. We're making a hat. And I'm actually having a little bit of trouble right now. Oh, look! We're making good progress, but I feel like I kind of got stuck. What am I getting stuck on? Let's just keep seam ripping. Just keep ripping, ripping, ripping. I think there's like some glue on this end that wasn't, okay, yeah, there's some glue here and it's just kind of getting in my way a little bit. What if there, that's a little easier. Oh my gosh, so this is just so exciting. I'm also separately working on a really gorgeous red satin gown. And this hat would look great with that red dress. Like, no joke. It would just be, Yeah. You can't sleep on the hat, my friends. You cannot sleep on the hat. I think hat accessories for both men and women are really a great look. And it's something that you don't see frequently. So, hey, if we ever have like a huge style revolution, and I don't follow, you know, the Vogue or not catwalk, runway shows. I don't follow any of that. But if I did, I'd be like, make some hats. Make some hats and let's see them get flaunted. Because, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be great if, like, instead of buying really expensive fancy handbags, women went out and they were like, look at that gorgeous hat. I need it in my life. I need it in my life. I feel like I could get behind that trend. Look at, we're getting really close. It's almost off. And look at, like, oh my gosh, is this going to be a disaster? Is it going to look like a total, like, bowling ball on my head? Or what is it going to look like? Let's find out. I think I'm just going to try to get, there's like, what is this? It's like sewn on or glued on, maybe. There's an extra attachment point here that I can't quite bust through. Oh no, just hurt myself a little bit. Maybe I should cut it. Scissors? I don't know. What's going on? I think it is, okay, there. I just kind of just hold it. It's glued. There might be some final stitches in here, or this is also glued. I can't, here, I'm just gonna, there, I got it. We're free. We're free. Let's take a look. Okay, here's the starting material. Let me give it a try on. All right, let's see here. So a pillbox hat is usually kind of smaller than your head, and it's usually a little bit, it's usually like got the rectangle-ish shape. So, what are we thinking? 2 bowling ball? I can modify this, whatever I need to do, right? So there's a few different things actually, and I don't even, how could I modify this? Well, let's think about it. So I could like shorten it. So let me show you. I could make it so that it's not as tall. Because right now, like if I pull it all the way down, I have a small head, you guys. So I'm not loving that. But if it's up and gives some height, like volume like that, that's a little too much. So what if maybe I can do this. What if I try folding this under a little bit? And seeing what that might look like. I don't know if it's going to easily fold, probably not. But let's give this a shot just for kicks. Whew. I don't know if it's going to work. No, it's too thick. This would never work. I would have to cut it, I think. All right. But I don't know. So what exactly are we thinking? I think that, well, here's another thing. Okay. I really think it needs to be cut down so that it's going to be shorter. We don't want like half my head covered. We just want a little bit kind of like off to the side like that. I don't know. What do you think? All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to, this is actually not going to be hard, okay? I'm going to measure how much do I want to take off. This is a good question. I'm going to think about that. And I'm also going to be aware that this like band thing here is glued on. Yes, I think so. Glued or sewed. Anyway, that's like right there. So what I could probably do, just to keep things kind of simple, right? and I'm totally winging this. Let's wing it. Let's wing it and do some cutting. We got the scissors. All right, I think I'm a little nervous. This is what I'm gonna do, you guys. I'm just gonna cut this right where this line is. And then I'm gonna tear that ribbon off after it's cut off. And, well, we're gonna have a smaller hat. A smaller, shorter hat for my smaller, shorter head. I want to try to find if there's a place where I can just kind of, okay, there we go. So I think I'll flip you guys around again. Here we go. So you can see the actual process of my Millinery, however you say this word. This is so delicate, and I'm just going to show you how it goes. So cutting up here, and then when I get far enough, okay, I went a little too far, and that's unfortunate. Oh no, I went way further than I meant to. All right, well, let's just roll with it. We're gonna cut all the way around here, and it's just gonna be a shorter hat, a nice little pillbox that's gonna sit right on top of my head. Oh my gosh, these scissors are atrocious. I wonder if I should grab a different pair. We'll get there eventually if my wrists and fingers don't give out first. I haven't really worked with, I mean, this hat, here I can show you. This says it's called Magid hats, and it says it's a wool hat made in China. I'm not sure if I buy that, but that's what it says. It also says do not wash. So let's keep cutting. It's nice to have a little break. My hands are getting very tired, as they do. I'm taking off probably, I would say like 1.25 inches from the bottom part of the hat. And oh my gosh, are we getting close? These scissors are just the worst. Let me try a different pair. I like these because they're like the ergonomic spring-loaded, but they don't seem to be very sharp. Oh, this is way better. Yeah, those scissors need to be sharpened, I guess. And I don't know. I feel like I didn't do this fabulously, but it's probably good enough. Okay, let's do our second try on. Oh, it's so much better. That did the trick, you guys. So this is looking really pillbox-ish to me, and I think we're ready for some veil action. Yes. So I could, if I want, reattach this black ribbon, and then where did my veil go? This was just something I picked up at Joann's Fabric for, I got a half yard of it, and I paid 50 cents for half a yard. So I have a lot of it, and oh my gosh, we can do whatever the F we want with this amazing black veil. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is what I think I'd like to do. First of all, let's figure out, I think it is going to look nicer if it has something around the edge that isn't, you know, necessarily like a cut end of wool, aka felts. So let me see if I can just pull off this ribbon. And if I can't, here we go. It's not that hard. I just pull it right off, and look, it's even got a little thing like there to cover up the seam thing, the overlap, the part where the thing overlaps. Oh, let me cut this off because remember, it's going to be, the diameter is a little bit smaller now since I cut off 1.5 inches from here. The ribbon's a little wonky. Thank you all around with Alicia. It's so good to see you. Yeah, this is a fun one. I live for hats, okay? I live for them, apparently. So look, this is what we've got now. This ribbon does look a little bit wonked out, but you know what? I could probably press it, make it look a little bit better. Let me make sure there's any adhesive on there is off, because that'll make it look better too if we don't have gobs of adhesive stuck on it. All right, let me warm up my iron. And we're gonna iron some ribbon. Oh my gosh, but you guys, there's like, okay, am I selling myself short? Do I want to add some fabric or some kind of other snaz around here and then put on the black veil? Or do we want to just keep it simple, elegant, total black? It's a tough one. I don't know the answer to it just yet. But what I do know is I'm gonna start working on, so I think it would look really nice if like, so I definitely want to have some of the veil just coming down, you know, in front of the face like this. Ideally, I would want this to be like a birdcage veil where the little holes are bigger and it just looks like really like in your face, like, wow, who does this girl think she is? But we're working with the 50-cent number from Joanne, and I think this is going to be in your face enough. So how far do we want it to go down? Do we want to cover my whole face, or do we want to just have like half a face, the eyes covered? I don't know. I think maybe like this with my mouth exposed, and that could change. I probably don't even need to worry about it just yet. I can make it like down to here if I want. But I got a little distracted. What I think I would also like to have is a little bit of up ruffle, okay? So, yeah, this is like, I think I could just wrap this around here and like glue it on and it would be pretty stunning. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a little too full of myself right now. But yeah, I think I want some up high poof and I want some front veil. And then I want a band around it that's going to kind of disguise where the veil is connecting. Because I think what I'm going to do is just sew it on. They had glued some of the ribbon and stuff, but I'm going to sew it. And yeah, I think this is going to be great. So I've got my iron warmed up. I don't know what type of material this ribbon is, so I don't have it set too high. But let's just, you can watch me do some ironing. You might not believe this, but ironing is one of my favorite parts of sewing. I love, love, love to iron. And it's mostly, I think, because of how it smells. I like how ironing smells. Gives off some really good, like, memory scents that are in my brain from, like, childhood. So here we go. Ironing with my mom's iron in my sewing studio on a freezing cold January evening with my YouTube friends. This is great. Okay, that's an improvement for sure. So here's our ribbon now, and this is the back side of it. So what should we do? Should we sew the ribbon on? Should we add some veil magic? Let's do it. Because I feel like this is definitely one of the things that I can easily overthink, and it's not worth the time or the effort in overthinking. Let's just make an easy peasy amazing millinery project. All right, folks. So let's do this. Let's take off the hat and let's try to find out. All right, so this is going to be the downside. Oh my gosh, it's gonna look so good. I'm just going to wrap this around here and then I'm going to pin it and then we're going to sew it. So here I've got an idea of how long it needs to be, and that's going to go on top like that. And if I sew this here like at the top edge, we're going to have some in-between space where later on I can just slip the veil in there and sew it after the fact, or should I sew the veil first? Here I go, overthinking. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be stunning. All right, let's figure out the face piece for the veil. The front veil face piece. I think I want it to be on an angle so that we've got like a corner pointing down and to the side. Oh my gosh. So let's kind of do it like this. All right. I think I'm just going to cut off a triangle. It's kind of hard for you guys to see, huh? It's a good thing my, this goes like here. The hat's going to be here. So let's just add a little bit of extra. And I'm going to use my cutter to cut this. My, what's it called? My rotary cutter. I'll spin you guys around. It's so exciting. You gotta watch me cut here. Where's my little ruler thing? Okay, so I think we're gonna kind of do like, I sort of dropped where I was planning to cut, but look, let's do it like this. This seems like a nice long piece of, I want to say piece of tail for some reason, even though it's obviously netting and not tail. Let's do this. And let's slice it up and see what we come up with. I'm not even using the ruler. Okay, that was just perfect. Perfect. We don't use the word perfect around here. All right. Even if you don't want to make a hat, I recommend going to your local fabric store and picking up some freaking, this stuff, because it is fun. You can make anything out of mesh. You can make all kinds of accessories. You can make hair ties. You can make bows. Oh my goodness, it's never ending. And I cut this way too big, didn't I? But let me, like I said, I'm gonna grab some pins and kind of just play around with this, and then hopefully I won't spend too much more time before I actually get to the sewing part. How come I can't find a pincushion? Because it's in the wrong spot. Okay, let's start pinning. One over there, one in the front, and we'll do one on the side. This is so amazing. I really cut off more than I need for this, but we're just gonna pin it and then we're gonna take it from there. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. So we're pinned. Oh, I kind of want to see, does this kind of have a front and a back anymore or not so much? Probably not so much. This is pretty good though. Let me pin this a little further over, and then might as well sew, right? Why not? Ouch. Pin in the finger is never fun. It's worth it though when you end up with an amazing freaking hat. All right, so let's call that good enough for now. And now let's work on getting some poof up at the top. So I kind of feel just like making a little accordion type thing and folding it is going to be really fun. So right now, can you guys see it's like an angle? I think I like that, and I think I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to start accordioning it. Is that a word, a verb? Accordioning it? Could be. Let's start accordioning. I'm not as crazy as I look right now, I swear. Should we do like a couple layers of veil in front, or just the single layer? I don't know yet. Okay, let me try cutting this to, so I'm just folding it over on itself once here, but let's try folding it over on itself a second time. And then let's, oh yes, this is exactly what I want. This right here. Maybe a little less, a little less. Oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? This is gonna be so good. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Let me cut this to like here. And let me just use the rotary cutter again, because it's the easiest. Maybe the safest too. I'm getting really excited. All right, oh, let's get this cut, and then let's start folding it up. And then let's find a spot to attach it to the hat. This is so easy. Like anybody could make this hat, even if you didn't have like a hat to start with. Like I said, I just got mine from a thrift store. And oh, you know what? Let me see. This is what I'm gonna do. So I'm folding it kind of, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. This is folded like a W. So I've got one raw edge up here, and then it's folded in the middle, and then I've got another raw edge over there. And that's giving it a little more more Shazam. Guys, am I gonna look crazy wearing this? I think I can pull it off. I totally can pull this off. We're just gonna mess with it. So this is gonna get sewn in here underneath the hat band. And then I can probably do some like little tailor's tacks to tack it down so that it's not like totally over the top. But I think this is gonna be pretty good. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on, Terry. Like, how did you live 4 decades plus of your life without hats? I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so let's do this. Let me just throw some hand stitches in here. I don't know. Why not? Do that a little bit, and then let's start sewing on the machine. Oh my goodness, this is great. Okay, let me try to find some black thread. That'll be helpful. So here we go. If you all don't know Dirty Gertie, here she is, getting ready to work. I haven't really been sewing much, so this is going to be a treat. I don't even know what needle I have in here right now. Let me throw a pin in here so I kind of have an idea what I want this little ruffling effect to be like. Okay, let me toss this over here for now. And let's get some black thread. We've got a black bobbin right here. Like I said, oh, you know what? I have a Microtex needle in here right now, so let me put that somewhere. I'm not gonna lose it. Forget what it is. And let me, I probably ought to take the walking foot off as well. I gotta get back to sewing that red dress. That is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to wear it. I absolutely cannot wait to finish that dress. I don't have much left to do. I have to put the facing on and hem it. And it's also got a leg slit, so I need to figure out the finishing for the leg slit. But beyond that, it's gonna be so good. All right, let's get the maroon out of here. Maroon, maroon. You guys will be back later for some more fun. Now, where is my black thread? Here's one. Who's this guy? Whoops. I'm okay. I'm okay. Here we are, my friends. Oops. This been a while since I sewed, like I said. I can't even remember how to thread my needle. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so stunning and so easy. Like if I had not been chit-chatting and doing all the things I do that distract the heck out of me to try to keep people entertained or to try to try to just keep the flow going. You could probably finish this project in, well, there's probably some folks that could work so fast and finish making a hat in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I bet a lot of you could do it. I don't think I can, but all right, what kind of needle do I want? How about, because felt is kind of thick to poke through, should I do 100? 116? 90 is what I usually use for, well, 80 or 90 is what I use for cotton. Let's try it. Why not? One of these big guys. Oh, actually, that's an old needle. Let me not use that one. Let's try this one here. And oh my goodness, I can't get it out because my fingers. Here we go. Let's pop this in here. Try to thread it up. Good thing is, the bigger the needle, often the easier it is to thread because we got a bigger eye. Oh, speaking of eyes, mine aren't the best, but they're doing the job, I think. I can't seem to get this needle in this. There we go. All right, we're in. We are locked in. Now, all we gotta do now is get this threaded up. It's a long needle, isn't it? And cross your fingers. Did I get it on the freaking second try? Yes, I did. Thank you for the good luck you're obviously sending my way. Now, get the bobbin thread in there. And you set that so it's like a P. Pull it through this little slot thingy. And oh, these vintage singers are just the best machines. I love them. I don't have a ton of experience with other machines, but what I can tell you is I love a vintage singer. Okay, got the bobbin thread through there. Should we start sewing? Should we start sewing? I think we should, because y'all are probably like, why are we 30 minutes into this and we don't have any kind of a hat started yet? It's because I'm kind of a slow poke, and that's okay. Okay, well, I think that I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to start, what am I going to do here? Here, we're going to do one more little try on, and then I'm going to really do some sewing. So this is what I think I'd like. I want this to be covering my face on an angle. I sent a gift that a hand-sewn gift to some friends, and one of them just opened one of them and she said, "It's so cute." And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's so cute because a friend of ours gave me the fabric that I used, and then, all right, I think this is gonna be good right here. So let me try doing this now. I'm gonna cut this triangle off of the edge with the lousy scissors. Okay, that's gone. Good. And we're gonna start, yeah, so this is what we have. We have a little bit, oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm feeling like this is kind of weird though. It's like really pressing up against my face, and that's not very comfortable or attractive. So how do we fix that? Am I just pulling it too hard? Do we need to give it a little bit more? I I don't know. Is that just the nature of it? I don't know. Let me try pinning it and reassess. Yeah, you don't really want to have... I don't really want to have a freaking, like, veil that's, like, choking my face out. Oh my gosh, that would be horrible. Okay, so it might just be as simple as, like, leaving some gapping. And it might not. So let me first try pinning it so there's no gapping at all. And see if see if I get, like, I'm looking through a yeah, so I mean, it's not so bad, but it's also not great. It might be because I have it going around, like, look, we're going around 2/3 basically of the, no, we're going around more than 2/3 of the circumference of the hat. And that's probably a little bit of overkill. Let's try again, starting here. I can't. I think that's, I don't know, it's hard to see on the camera. I feel like I need, like, oh my gosh, I need a hairbrush for one thing. It's pretty close to my face. Here, do I have a mirror? No, I don't. I feel like I'm being suffocated. Let me just kind of do a little bit of, I don't really know how to get around this, to be quite honest with you. Maybe we can try this. I'm just totally winging it. I'm actually, like, literally taking pins out of the hat right now, and I don't know what I'm gonna do once they come out. Here, that's pretty good. Okay, so, what if I just, yeah. I think what I can do, like, legit, is just kind of ruffle it. And by ruffle, I mean, I'm just gonna kind of, like, gather it. And it's gonna be totally fine. So let's start doing that. And I do kind of want to take a look. Okay, I think this is good, right? Yeah, this is totally amazing. Well, is that more amazing? No, behind like that, kind of by the ear angle. And then this, I kind of like that ending there. So this all is maybe gonna be extra, because I'm a little extra. Do we want 2 layers? Probably not. That's probably overkill. But I don't want this to go all the way back and around. I think I want it to stop around here. All right, so we're covering half the hat. And this part here is just not going to be sewn on, in case I want to add more later. I don't know, guys. I don't really know what I'm doing. If you couldn't tell, I'm blowing the cover and telling you that I don't really know what I'm doing. But I think it's going fine. Just throw some pins in it and call it a day, Terry. That's probably your best bet. No, I promise you, we're gonna sew. We're gonna sew. It's gonna be so fun. Okay, I think we're good. Let's start sewing now. Woo! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. I just have like one more. And let me do one final pin at the end. And then we're good to go. We're gonna start some sewing. Ouch. Oh, the pins. Okay. Do a flipperoo, and then I'll start the machine up. This is my little thing that's going to be on the top. All right. I think that we can start right here and work our way around. So, that out of the way. And can you guys, here, you know what, it's gonna be better if I take it from this angle. Let me get some more light. Okay. It's not great lighting, is it? But it's gonna have to do, I think. Oh boy. Now, what are we gonna use for our stitch length, do we think? How about we do a longer stitch length? I feel like that's gonna be... No, you know what? Let's not, because this veil is so small, the mesh. Let's do, oh, you know what? I'm gonna lower my presser foot pressure. And we're gonna start right here. Let's do, oh, how about we do about 8 or 10 stitches per inch. Presser foot goes down, and let's start sewing. Okay, we're doing fine. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be such an amazing hat. Here we go. Let's keep on sewing here. Okay. It's amazing the things you can do when you own a sewing machine. Make a hat with a veil? Sure, I can do that on a Saturday evening. Absolutely. Do you want to watch? If any of you want to come over and sew, let me know, because I'm always here for that. I am always here for that. Okay. And I feel like we should be done already, but oh, you know what? Something's going wrong here. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is, because apparently I'm tired and I'm not sure what else is going awry, but let me figure out why my what is happening. Doesn't sound good. Oh, you know what? Look at this nonsense. I don't know what's happening, but it's frustrating me. Let me trim this. I might not have grabbed like a nice spool of thread. Some of my thread is from thrift stores, and that's not ideal because you want to buy the best thread you can. So anyway, something happened. My thread got caught on something and it got pulled. And I wasn't actually catching with the bobbin. Let's get this under here again. All right, see if I can get it on the first or second try again. Not quite. Someone's tired and she's still pushing through because it's hard to stop sometimes. All right, let me cut this thing off and let's repeat everything I just did. I didn't get very far with that. It might be that I'm using the wrong needle. That could very well be the case. Let's just give it one more try and see how we do. I also feel like this needle is like kind of askew. Oh my gosh, I didn't have the needle all the way in. Yeah, that was my bad, friends. I am sorry that I didn't get off to a good start. But that's okay. We're back on track now. I want to cut these thread tails because I feel like I could easily get caught on them and get all messed up again. All right, there we are. Of course, I took out all my pins too. So here, we're totally gonna freestyle. Let's do some freestyle sewing. The pinless kind. All right, sink this needle. And maybe I'll make my stitches a little longer, why not? 8 stitches per inch, because we are sewing through a pretty thick thing of, what's it called? Felt. I don't know, are you supposed to use a bigger needle for felt? I kind of assumed, I was just thinking, oh, it's thick like denim, use a bigger needle, like a denim size, and I don't actually know if this is the best thing to do, but let's keep doing it and see where we get. All right, I feel like I'm not able to see what I'm doing too well. All right, that's good. Sewing black on black is not an easy thing if your vision isn't great. But we're doing really good, so let's keep going. Okay. How far through here did I say I was gonna go? I feel like this pin was where I was planning to stop. So let's yank that out of there and finish up. Okay. Just like that. And we'll do some back stitches. All right, let's see what this is gonna look like now. Oh my gosh, that wasn't so hard, was it? I think we might be in business. Let's do a try on. Okay. So here's what we're looking like from the, hang on, from the side view. Yeah? Looks a little bowling cap. I love it. I love it. It's got part of the face covered. It is very close to the face though. I wonder how I could adjust that. I don't know if I really can. Besides the gathering that I ended up not gathering like I said I was going to. But let's sew our little poof up top and then get our bow on here, and then we're gonna call it a night because this project is kind of here. Maybe I should do a double row. I don't even need to decide, actually. I can keep it like that for now. Oh no, that's no good. I like having it in front of my whole face. Kind of like poking my eye out. That's good. If it goes till here, and then I can cut it up on an angle on this side too if I want. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, now, where did my poofy go? It's down here. So remember this little poof ball? I put a pin in here. Let's just sew this up a little bit. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna put some stitches in here. I think it'll hold okay. Flip it around. And where did I pin this? Right here? Okay. Let me just try to get this. It kind of gets stuck on things because it's got all the holes in it. So, and I gotta take the pin out so I'm not, This is a little delicate. Let's do it like this. Cross your fingers that this isn't going to be a disaster, because it very well could be. I almost want to zigzag this. I don't know that that would make it any nicer, but kind of feels like what I want to do. Let's shorten the stitches. Like, I'm going to do 20 stitches per inch for this. I almost wonder if I should do like a satin stitch. Okay, here we go. All right, I just sewed over my pin, so let's get that out of here. A little too late. That is okay. Let's sew this up a little bit more. Well, here, should I really have it go high? I don't know yet. Let's just keep sewing this part. And now let's do a bunch of back stitches. And then I think I'm gonna do another line of stitches, really small again, going forward. And we may as well backstitch. Okay, what do we think of this? Little poof. Oh my goodness. Get these tails cut off here. Whoops. My fingers get so fumbly. All right. I'm gonna have to stop, you guys. I've been doing this for 50 minutes, 50, and that's a long time for me to be working at something. Let's get this together though and see what we think at the end. Let's see what we think of the end product. Not quite the full end product, but oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. We're just gonna keep rolling because this looks amazing in my opinion. Oh my gosh. Should I just do it as a one piece? Like, do we even need, oh my gosh, maybe we don't need that bow going around it. Or I mean the ribbon going around it. Like, is this all we need right here? Like, that looks really good. Let's do it and see. It's a little long. Wait, where does it even end? Oh yeah, it's actually really long. Hang on. If we go like this. Here. Perfect. Perfection. Hi, I'm here. You're not gonna miss me walking in the room. I hope. I hope everybody sees me and says, what is she wearing? It's amazing. Okay, let's just try and attach this right here. That's exactly where it's going to get sewed on, right there. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's going to look so good. Okay. So this is, I have to, wish I had better lighting. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, that is there. This part just needs to stay under and out of the way. Okay, good. That is there. Yes, we're good to go. So this is going to get sewn on right here. Oh my gosh, it's so good. All right, let me flip you all around. And, oh, you know what? I have to put some pins in here, otherwise it's just going to fall right out of my fingers. Ouch. Got more pins in the fingers because my fingers are fumbly. Flip you around. We're so close to having an amazing veiled Pillbox hat to wear to our heart's content. Okay, let me sink my needle, and I think these pins can come out. You know what, let me just pull them over. They'll be fine right there. Let me get some stitches in here. Do the long stitch length again. I'll do 8 stitches per inch. Uh-oh. Did my thread come through? Oh, something's going on. It's really hard getting tired and not being able to do more work. Oh gosh. Everything's just falling apart right now. The amount of pinpricks I've endured tonight is making me think that I'm really glad I was never a milliner. If anyone knows the word that I'm trying to say, you know the word. Millinery? I don't know. I'm glad I didn't do that as a career in a past life, obviously, because I don't have the skills and it would involve, probably for me, a lot of finger pricking, which is never really that fun. And shaky hands, shaky, tired hands. Okay, we're threaded again. Now let's really just wrap this up, okay? We're ready to be done now. Oh, okay, that is good. That's in the right place. Just pull this through here, like so. Don't get stuck, don't get stuck. And now we can sew. Oh, cross your fingers that we just get this done. Okay. Yeah, this is what happens when you're like, oh, I can just sew over the pin, it'll be fine. Sometimes it's not. Probably lost my thread too, but we'll find out after the fact. Yeah, none of this is working. I'm too tired to carry on, aren't I? Got a little bit through. Not enough, though. You guys, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I'll post a photo of me in the final hat reveal. And I think you all are going to be like, who the F does she think she is? And don't be surprised if you bump into me at the grocery store on a Tuesday wearing a Pillbox hat with a black veil. Oh my God, that's really, really... There's nothing wrong with that. Dress up if you've got it. Don't let these things linger in your closet and not get to see daylight. People want to see your fancy. Show them. All right, I'm back stitching. And, oh my gosh, guys, we really are there. We're really there now. I'm going to worry about the ribbon later. I'm going to worry about cutting it later. And I'm going to show you the semi-final reveal. All set for the final reveal. Here we go. Ta-da! Thanks for watching. It's fun making hats. Happy sewing, happy creating, and I'll see you soon on Adventures with Disabilities.